G.I. Joe against Cobra, the enemy, fighting to save the day. He never gives up, he's always there, fighting for freedom over land and air.
We are back. 88 Bigfoot Al came down for the weekend. That's first, before we start, you gotta show him the Bigfoot shirt. Show him the Bigfoot shirt.
Yeah, this is my new addition, man.
I like that one. You got the gray with the brown.
A little brownish there, you know, walking through the woods.
And it got like a hair...
yeah. He's got a...
It says Bigfoot. Oh, it's the words Bigfoot.
Yeah, doesn't he have a case of beer or something?
No, that's the other one you have.
Good.
Got my Mets on. Baseball season around the corner. So we're going to jump into the first one from the box.
Me throw my glasses on. They're after me.
My man Pat T sent me. Oh, Pat, I see you. First one. Now, you're a big San Diego guy. You went to the Tar Pits one time, right?
Yeah, well, that's in L.A., but San Diego I did.
Close. So, the zoo. You were the San Diego
I went to the zoo, yeah.
You said they had a hyena. That's the first time you seen a hyena.
Yeah, the not the one in Africa, not this hairy hyena, not the spotted one.
Oh, okay.
The striped one.
Yeah. Isn't that one from
No,
Africa?
they're from Africa, but they're not as abundant as the spotted one. But anyway, real quick on
ahead,
as far as that trip, San Diego, I had this urge. I wanted to go to Tijuana, man.
That's no good down there, though.
I had a rental car. It took about 15 minutes to get there from San Diego. I looked at those big old boots, man, and I said to myself, man, am I going to do this? And Mexico is right on the other side of those boots. I said,
wait, what year is this? This is a while ago.
Yeah, this had to be
90s, right?
No, late 90s. I would
say
90s. Yeah, late 90s. Yeah, and I got as far as the booth, and then I chickened out. I went back. I said, I don't know if I go in there, I may never come out of there. So I turned around, went back.
All right. So this is Pure Project. I only had a few from them. Never had a triple. Pat, you did it. You did it right. So Pure Project out of San Diego. Instead of Perhaps, they did Perhops. Perhops.
Okay.
This is a murky triple Indian Pale Ale.
Murky. Oh, murky. 10.3%
ABV.
Oh, that's a triple.
It doesn't tell me anything about the hops. Okay, so that's it.
Who sent it to you, Pat?
Pat T from Monteza, Chicago. You went to Chicago too, right?
Yeah, but I didn't stay there very long. I was going to pass through it, in the airport. From there, I had to go to Detroit, Michigan. I had a flyover.
I want to go to Michigan, too. I want to go to Chicago and Michigan.
I went to the...
two great beer towns.
Yeah. I was impressed with that.
They didn't have the beer they had
now
that they had back then. You're talking about
Yeah, that's a long time ago. But they had the wooden shoes. And,
you saw the flowers.
And the windmills.
And the flowers.
The tulips.
Yeah.
They had a big old tulip. Oh, jeez.
You always talk about that.
Tulips. Yeah.
Man, I can smell this already. A little cheap.
That was going
back,
man. That was in the mid-70s.
We got orange juice color. Or like orange high C. Really, really frothy. That got creamy and fluffy that head is. Looks like shaving cream, right?
Yeah. Well, it is.
Shaving cream head.
Suds up.
I do see some particles. You see all the particles floating?
Yeah.
All right. That's always a check.
Glasses off.
Dad, get a nose. Grainy. I get green.
Hard to
like
describe.
A sweet green, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
You gotta swirl, Dad. Swirl a little bit. You gotta open it up. Oof.
Yeah, it is overwhelming.
Like a
I
sweet.
can't describe it.
Yeah, like a blanket sweet, like a generic sweetness, but like a grainy aspect to it.
They got floating parts in there.
Yeah, there's floaties in here for
parts
sure.
Per million. You know that term, parts per million.
All right, come on, Mets. Let's go. I think he's I don't know. Is Pat a Cubs fan? I know my man Kenny is.
Yeah.
And I know my other dude,
man,
JG, fan of Beast. He's
It is a unusual smell. Oh,
it's not unusual.
I don't know. Something.
There's a triple. That's right in your alley. It's right up your alley. You and Bear, right? Triple guys.
Within my range.
All right, let's go in. This smells delicious. Cheers.
All right.
Pat, my dude.
All right, Pat. Thank you, man.
Oh, smooth. Smooth.
It's fruity.
Like a candy, right?
Yeah. Oh, is it candy? Yeah.
It's like
sweet.
Remember Sweet Tarts?
It's like a sweetness.
Yeah. Picture like Sweet Tarts.
Yeah. Creamy.
Yeah, creamy, sweet.
Creamy. Oh,
how smooth is that? Yeah, okay.
This came from Chicago?
No, this comes from San Diego. No, the guy who picked it up.
Oh, he got it.
He was in Chicago. No, he's from Chicago. He was in Arizona on vacation. And he hit me up. He messaged me. He said, they got some great beer out here. Do you want to do I said, let's do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, San Diego.
Oh, my Lord. Take a sip. Now, think about the ending. How smooth is that ending? It's not bitter.
It's creamy.
Creamy, right? Just disappears.
It's a creamy.
Man, they killed this. Dad, this is 10.2. This over 10.3. This is over 10.
And the manufacturer, who is it?
Pure Project.
Let me see that. How's that spelled, man? Pure Project.
This is a
Those
winner.
are the hops there? What is
No,
it?
they don't tell the hops.
Pure Project. I love these names they come up with.
Just has some grain to glass. That's all I see. I don't see anything about the hops.
Yeah, Bigfoot, man, right here, man.
Man, all right.
Like
I said,
it's good.
I've only had like 3. I used to order them from Craft Shack. I've only had like 3 or 4. I think I had a couple singles and maybe a couple doubles.
This is a triple.
Never had a triple. This is really perking up my interest. I want more now.
It's good.
This is really good
tasting.
But it's a little light body. It's not. It's creamy, but it's not heavy.
No, not.
It's
heavy,
not like thick
no.
and chew. Yeah,
It's spunky like.
but it's so creamy that it makes it smooth all the way through. The carbonation
I like
is
it.
low.
Yeah,
I love
we
it.
drank quite a few of these, man.
Well, you had a 12.75% at the restaurant, right? The barley wine.
Yeah, but it didn't taste nothing like this. Is more of a cream.
That's a barley wine. You can't even compare. It was barrel aged and all that shit. This is really good. I'm gonna go high on this one.
Man. Patrick got something.
Yeah, Pat did it right. So what are you thinking?
I would say
It
rating.
has great ABV. It's a great company. Up front, you get sweet pops all over. Low carbonation, good transition to the end. It finishes fantastic and smooth and clean.
Yeah, ending.
Very low bitterness. I don't see anything to ding it on. I'm going to 4.65 that. It's fantastic.
I was thinking 4.7.
There you go. Throw it in. That's it.
It
All right. Any Bigfoot stories?
Because it was a triple. Yeah.
How's the Bigfoot game out in
Bigfoot
San Diego? No Bigfoots, right?
Not too many down there.
Up north in
Say,
California, yeah.
Pacific Northwest, up there, Washington, Oregon, Idaho, those areas up there.
Any skunk men or anything down there in San Diego? Skunk?
No skunk man. Although they made me a moderator.
Huh?
On one of the Bigfoot groups I'm in, they wanted me to moderate.
That's freaking awesome. So
Yeah.
88 Bigfoot Owls and moderator.
Yeah, moderator. I don't moderate anything. I post stuff.
Wait, you said they get mad at your post.
They don't really.
You said you ruffle feathers. You say stuff that people
Not
don't.
on that site. That site is a good site.
They try to censor.
I mess other sites.
They try to censor 88 Bigfoot Owl.
They try to squash me out.
All right, what type of stuff do you say that they censor? What do you ask?
No, I'll try to.
Well, you said one time, how come you never see the genitals, right, of the males?
Yeah, and that came up pretty hard.
They never show that, so it kind of makes it like it's a suit.
I mean, is it a male, female? How would you know? You know.
But the fact that you don't see that kind of points at it's somebody in a suit.
I don't know. It's hard, man.
It's
Same
pretty.
thing with old True for Bears. You don't see this shit, man. You know.
Yeah, but bears only walk upright at certain. Most of them is walking on fours.
Except for
A
maybe
Bigfoot is supposed to be on
chimpanzee.
fours the whole time, so you should see something. A sack.
No, yeah, but it's a multi-million-dollar industry, man. You know
What is Bigfoot?
Yeah, you know, as far as what they sell, shirts, hoods,
Yeah,
watches.
they got you all hook, line, and sinker. You're done. Anything they put out big. Every time we go somewhere, you see something Bigfoot, you get all.
Well, they look at my shirt.
No, if we see like a bumper sticker or
Yeah.
a poster in the restaurant, you get all happy about it.
Yeah, in the gym, man, they know me as Bigfoot Owl, man. You know.
So, and no new evidence,
But
nothing.
sometimes they don't want to use Bigfoot. They just want to call me out.
The part that what bothers me the most is with all the drones and infrared and all that stuff we got, nobody really picks up anything.
Well, It's an
You can't hide heat. You can't hide heat.
They do pick it up on you know the.
You should be picking up. You should be spotting them
But
everywhere.
they're interdimensional.
Ah, here we go with that. I don't know about all that.
Interdimensional, in and out of our dimension.
I don't know about all that. Possibly.
They call it the fourth dimension.
So then it's not a primate. There's no primate that
I don't
can
know what
go.
it is, man. It could be some kind of alien.
I think it's a
remnants
remnants of
being
a.
they put
I
in
always
it.
say I think it's if it does exist, it's a remnants of an ancient giant civilization that
They had
over
giants
time-
back then too.
I know, but I think Bigfoot used to be bigger, maybe 15, 16, 17 feet, and over the years, they just got smaller, smaller, and smaller. Now they're hovering around 9 to 10 feet. 9 to 12 feet, maybe.
Typically, that's what they say.
But they're not primate. They're not monkeys. They're not in like a ape family. They're something different.
But you'd be surprised how many people have cited them, man. It's incredible, the amount of... They can't all be...
But my point, if you could hide that good and be a primate, that means they'd be smarter than... It would be a monkey or ape smarter than man. Makes no sense.
I think it has the physical abilities of an ape, but the smartness of a human, a man.
Then it wouldn't be an ape.
So you put the two... No, it isn't. It's a hybrid.
I don't think it's a hybrid at all.
It's part,
If it does exist, I think it's just a hairy...
unknown
It's
primate.
a hairy giant. It's not a primate. It's a hairy... It has nothing to do with an ape at all.
Well, I've seen pictures of how those things can move, and it's incredible.
Some of them are fake, though.
Well,
Now-
no, yeah.
And now you got AI. You can't believe anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Even if it is real, you can't. You got to question it.
Yeah, the Holy Grail of Bigfoot is the 1969
Right, that was before AI.
Patterson Gremlin
Yeah, that one
film.
got question marks all over it too. I
film
don't know.
footage.
Who knows?
And that was a female. That wasn't even a male. Female, because they had tits. You got to look at it. 1969.
Oh, I've seen it
over 50 years
I've seen
ago.
it many times.
Oh,
But you're still stuck on it that it's some type of missing link. Ape,
I don't know. I don't know exactly.
mostly ape type creature. If it does exist, it's the furthest thing from an ape because they can hide from the upper tier technology. No ape is hiding from technology.
But what's incredible is they don't climb. They biped, through hills, ridges, forests. They're not like the usual tip. Well,
How do you know
actually,
they-
gorillas don't climb.
How do you
either.
know that they don't have a whole
Orangutans
But how do you
climb.
know if they are some type of giant civilization, they don't have a whole underground network of underground tunnels?
Well, there's been mention of that. Subterranean. Yeah, no, you're right.
They know spots to come up and
they
go down.
They know where these are, and that's how they
And
evade.
put it this way, they're never far from like an entrance to a tunnel, so if they are spotted, that's how they just vanish real quick.
That's a very good. They have been picked up with.
So right there alone,
they
they are nowhere near or tied to any type of ape. They're not an animal.
well, maybe because of the hair,
Well,
body hair. That's,
People are gonna say people are no, we are not apes. We came nowhere near. There's no evolution. That's bullshit. We're not.
Well, they
apes.
said that we
No,
derived
yeah,
from a.
sure
from
they did.
A primate.
Yeah, sure we did. We came from.
No,
apes.
I know. I don't believe that either, man. But that's what the scientists got on record is saying.
Yeah, who
us
funds
human-
that? Who funds that?
Yeah, well, how long we've been lied to. Been lied to
What's his name? Who is it? Cat Williams said it best. He goes, "If I came from monkeys, how come there's still monkeys in the tree?
Yeah, right.
Why did some make it and some not? None of that makes sense. It's complete horseshit." But
Joe Rogan did stuff on Bigfoot too.
I'm not denying Bigfoot is real or not.
He's
I'm just saying
somewhat of a believer.
the way you see it is just doesn't make sense because you always call them primates. They're not primates.
Well, no, part primate.
I don't think they're part
Hybrid.
anything.
A hybrid.
I think they're the ancient giant
And-
civilization that has been hidden.
Well, they say unknown primate, not a primate like a gorilla or unknown primate.
I think I would say
That's a little different
unknown
than a-
species, humanoid species is what I would say.
And part human. That's the other
Not part. It's not part. There's no ape in it whatsoever.
And they have their own language, their own vocalization.
Yeah. And all that points to, if that is true, none of that is pointing to gorilla.
And they're so smart that people say they have this ability. They call it inference. ferrets, meaning they know beforehand what to expect from us. So there's no way they'll ever get.
So doesn't that point to a greater intelligence?
Yeah.
So how could that possibly be a primate?
I think it's a primate in sense of physical attributes.
It would be a humanoid. Would be the correct
not
term.
in terms of mental primate.
That would be a humanoid.
Yeah.
Not primate. That should never even come into conversation.
It could be. You're right.
We're just rambling at this point.
What DNA, what they've gotten from DNA samples is.
But you don't know who's doing that study. You don't know if you're not there looking and physically making. You're everything's secondhand information. You can't trust anything.
Now I can tell you this:
who's driving the narrative behind all those studies? And that's what you gotta. Who's funding it? That's all that you gotta follow the money.
You know what a chat box is, right? AI.
Yeah.
You can chat with AI. It's super intelligent. You ask it about Bigfoot and what it comes back with. Now this is super intelligence.
I always said,
and it comes back with stuff that you'd be amazed.
But I'm not denying it exists. I'm saying if it does exist, it has nothing to do with any type of ape figure whatsoever.
That could be. I don't know.
It would be some type of ancient civilization that is still from
that's a very possible.
From the old world that managed to hide and survive.
Well, they have cave dwellings. They got pictographs.
Yeah.
They have the four.
Well, in that part we're agreeing, but then you'll watch something and you'll tell me something about.
Well, I don't know. I mean, to this day, they're still being encountered. And back then you talk about folklore.
Yeah, but half the over half, I would say about 60% of the accounts, you could just throw them right out. They look so fake.
Well, you're right.
Then there's maybe about 20% that are questionable, and then there's like maybe another 10 or whatever percent that's like, okay, that could possibly be real. Like that kind of looks good. That's hard to fake.
And I think that drove everything else. Once you said 20%.
No, I would say about 10. All the stuff you show me, I would say maybe 10% of it is like possibly that.
There was one guy. Did I tell you about the guy that he had one of those what is it? Forest suits on
a ghillie suit.
A ghillie. He got killed. Fucking car hit him.
Oh yeah.
He was shooting across.
He tried to act like
he was hoaxing. Yeah, he was hoaxing, and he got killed. The car hit him and smashed him, and that was the end of him. I agree with you.
Sucks for him.
Yeah, well, I agree.
Shouldn't be an idiot.
There was a hoax. There are many.
All right, let's wrap this up. So,
oh shit, we got off topic. Yeah.
What I do? I did 465. You did 47, right?
47.
Pat,
yeah,
man.
Pat, thanks.
That's how you start a box. Jopolis, 88 Bigfoot out.
Yeah.
Out.